John B. in Levittown mowing customer and a repeat landscape customer. So the scope of work is kind of typical to what we do. A little bit of cleanup, some weeding, some bush trimming, so on and so forth. Not too much in the backyard. So the only work you're doing in the backyard is, so he said he tackled it here on the right hand side. So here's like end result, what he's looking to get. He wants us to do that to the left hand side. So essentially try to, a little bit, definitely some hand work in here. You want to try to leave these plants alone the best of your ability, and all the other dead dormant stuff pull out of there, and all the weedy stuff pull out of there, and kind of clean up a little bit. So again, try to get this side right here looking like that is the end goal. So that's it for over there. Nothing to do in the other section of the backyard today. The only other thing we're doing in the backyard is a trimming of this bush. So no weeding or anything here. I didn't talk about that. Just prune and shape this as much as you can without it going brown. It's getting too big for them. They want to shrink it down. Maybe we'll shrink it more in the fall, but trim it as much as you can now. This rock bed, he wants to do like a aggressive weeding. So really got to get in there, hand weed everything out, pull the stones, weed it in this whole area. Kind of have to move the stone around, weed it, and when you're done, sprinkle some pre-emergent and spot spray to slow it from coming back. Then gonna do just a bed cleanup and then a light mulch install. He likes the non-dyed, I believe, I'll have to double check, non-dyed natural mulch, triple shed mulch. So no pruning or shaping over here, just basically bed cleanup, weed it out. He always has this warm season turf creeping in, so try to get that out the best you can. Rake out the beds of like leaves and debris. Got a good bit of leaves up here, try to rake them out. No real trimming needed on this side, but clean up the beds, rake them out, thin layer of mulch in all the beds. Rake all these out. Over here, clean this bed out, rake it out, mulch it. And then this is like his primary focus, was prune and shape this thing up. He said it's just getting crazy. It's definitely getting hairy. So give it a nice trim up, shape up. And then over to here, you can lightly prune and shape this. Again, rake out all the leaves and a little bit of fresh mulch. Lightly prune and shape this holly here. The two yew bushes, just a light prune and shape. Take them down as much as you can without browning out. Try to get it up the house the best you can. And then the only other thing we need to do is this bush, they want, you don't have to do much, but most of the growth that's going up you can leave alone. The ones that are like kind of hanging over, just take your snips and like snip them. He kind of just wants, like, they get real heavy, they get like top heavy, and then you can see the branches just start like sagging. He doesn't love that. He wants it a little more straight up. So what I said we'll do is we'll leave alone anyone that's going straight up, but then the ones that are kind of like sagging a little bit, we'll just snip them. And ideally too, if it's possible, if we can snip like this one, you'll probably have to snip a good bit, but this one for example, if you snip it, he might still be able to get a bud here if you snip it here. So try to salvage the buds you best you can. He ultimately just wants the ones that are sagging to go more straight up. And then same thing with this guy. Some of the stuff that's sagging, snip it. You're gonna lose some of the bloom on the ones that you snip, but he said that's okay as long as he has some bloom up top, will be looking good. So Rose of Sharon, these two Rose of Sharons, and that's it.